It's New Year's morning and you come down to your guest bath. You've got a whole house full of company. You open up that toilet and you see this. Do you know what those are? Those are tampons, and it looks like a Kotex also. It looks like somebody tried to flush this already. So what do? Are you going to flush this toilet? Let's find out. Should you plunge this toilet? Should you flush this toilet? Well, more than likely, you're going to probably flush it. And this is what's going to happen. You can see nothing. It just rises up. Some water gets through, but not enough. And you couldn't use this toilet, and your guests are lining up. You know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and everybody needs to go to that bathroom. What are you going to do? Some people say to pour a 5-gallon bucket of water in the toilet. The idea is with so much force that it's going to push that out of there. Let's see what happens. So you can see that didn't work, right? That didn't work at all. All it did was overflow and make a mess. In this demonstration, I set up a sump pump which would lead to an above ground septic tank. You can see we just have it pumping out. We've got a grinder pump in there, that's a sewer pump, and you can see the sewer line coming from the toilet. It comes right down into the sump basin. That way we're able to show you exactly what happens. To help you understand the grade that's needed for a sewer line, you can see the example. Okay, plunger. If you don't know what this is, it's a plunger. This is a decent one. You can see that little stem at the bottom of it. Really gives it some power when we push and pull on this. Remember one thing. If you push this debris, those Kotex, down into your sewer line, they might get stuck down there. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. And even as the plumber comes out there, you know, he's going to have to do the same thing. So let's go ahead and push this plunger in here. We're going to push on it, see if we can dislodge that. Looks like we might have dislodged it. Let's take a look. Okay, you can see I built a sump basin because this is temporary to show you guys. And you can see that all of that stuff did get pushed through. Got lucky, right? Well, if this goes to your septic tank, all of that stuff is going to get stuck on the impeller and it's going to burn out that pump. So still not a good idea, right? The toilet paper is biodegradable. It will break down, but the Kotex, tampons, things like that, they will not break down. They'll always be cotton strings and it will clog up that impeller, or if it's coming on down the sewer line, there's a sewer line. If it's coming down that sewer line, it could get stuck in the sewer line as well. These are some of the common items that usually fall into the toilet. We already showed you the tampon and the Kotex. Next, let's look at a comb. What happens if a comb drops down into the toilet? So you just went to the bathroom and you didn't even notice it, but one of those combs that were on the top of the tank, they dropped in there and you flush it. What's going to happen? So, unknown to the next person that comes into this toilet, they go ahead and they go to the bathroom, clean themselves, they flush it. Let's see what happens. Can you see that? That stopped flushing. That toilet paper is now stuck against the comb. It's draining because some water can get past there, right? But not enough. So now we're ready for that next person to come. Remember, this seems like it's working. You used it, it flushed fine. Next person used it, flushed fine. There's still a comb in there, and it's acting like a check valve. And what it's going to do, it's going to get stuck in that closed position eventually. So now another person comes and they use the bathroom. Let's see what it does. Kind of coming up pretty high right away. And yep, it's not going down. Nothing's happening at all. So this time the comb kind of stopped that flow of waste going through those traps and all those twists and turns. But where is that comb lodged and how do we get it out? So using your plunger, we're going to push on it. See if we can't dislodge whatever it is. That didn't work. We can push on it more and more. And again, we don't want to use that 5-gallon bucket of water. That does not work. The next thing we're going to try is to go ahead and put our auger in here. Remember how that auger works, 6-foot cable? We want to get it all the way down in, then we're going to twist it to give it the rotation it needs to make those turns. Twist, 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 push hard. We've got to get to the stoppage. You'll know when you hit something because there's tension. Maybe we can get lucky and grab a hold of it. You can see the water went down, but there's still a lot of tension. There's still a lot of tension on our auger. So let's pull it back. Nothing. There's no comb there. Let's try it again. Wait, maybe there is a comb there. Nope. So let's go at that one more time. Get the auger started, push it down. We're going to crank this handle. Okay, no tension, so it's possible that the comb got pushed down into the sewer line. Still not good. It might float out of that sewer line and it might not. But let's pull this back. Not here. So, not here. Let's go ahead and test it. Remember, to test it, we need to put toilet paper in here. In order to test the toilet, we need to put something down there to go all the way through. Toilet paper is a good test. Let's see what it does. Looking good. Took that right out. So whatever was in the toilet, which we know was a comb, definitely got pushed through. Let's go look in the sump basin and we'll find out for sure. Yep, sure enough, you can see all the paper, all the toilet paper. I'm just going to set that out for right now, but it will all, just dissolve and it'll be gone. But there's the comb. See? The comb came out. And normally once you get this comb into the bigger pipe, this is 4-inch pipe right here, once that comb gets in here, pretty hard for it to turn sideways. So it probably will wash all the way out to the city main, which is even a bigger line, but still not a good thing to have drop down in the toilet. Okay, one more scenario. Little guy's out here playing around in the bathroom and he's got his Hot Wheel, right? And he's just playing. It drops into the toilet. So he says, oh wow, look at that. What do you think he's gonna do? He's probably gonna flush it to see what happens, right? So let's flush it. There it goes. But did it go all the way through? We can go look in the sump basin first, but I don't think it did. So we're looking for that Hot Wheel. I don't see it here. Again, it's probably stuck in the toilet. And it could be stuck in that sewer line as well. Okay, The little guy thought that was so cool, he decided, let's put another one in there. So now there's going to be 2 of them in there. He flushes it because it's so cool. It could be a little girl too. This is a little guy. He flushed 2 of them down there. Did they get through? We'll find out. So the little guy closes the lid and he goes off on doing his thing. You come in to use the bathroom, open up the lid, and you go ahead and use the bathroom. You flush it, what's going to happen? Can you see that? It's backed up. There's no doubt about it. Plunger in here. We're going to push on it. See if we can dislodge that. Okay, you can see them down here. Both of these Hot Wheels that the little guy was playing with, and we got them to flush through that trap, all those turns of the toilet. Again, you don't really want to push these things through, but if it unclogs your toilet, great. Remember, once it gets into the bigger pipe, lots of room here, and then it goes into the main sewer, even bigger. However, in this system here, where we've got an above ground septic and an above ground drain field, this is not a good scenario because these things are going to block up things as well as toilet paper, Kotex, and tampons. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.